Morning, everyone. Morning. So, it's another exciting week, and I am pretty excited because I don't have to do a lot today in the market. The US market is closed today, and we don't really have to trade US stocks today. So, that is exciting. So, I'm going to be focusing on just Nigerian stocks. But before we get in on it, how are you guys doing? How's it going? How's it going? I recently tried to withdraw on a weekend on Invest Niger, and they said nope, you cannot withdraw at all on a weekend. So this morning I'm going to be trying it again. I want to see if I'll be able to withdraw from Invest Niger. I'm going to try to withdraw again and we'll see if it works. But before we do that, and this is something that I have to do every morning. I told you guys you have to check the disclosure page. So that's what I'm about to do. You need to check the NGX disclosure page. You need to see who is doing what. So I'm going to come to this page. Again, the website is ngxgroup.com, exchange, and then corporate disclosures. You want to check the disclosure page to see what's going on in the market today. So I'm checking that, trying to see what has been filed recently, what has been reported recently. Ooh, Ethel. I think Ethel is still buying more shares, but let's look at this together. Let's see. So January 19th, that's this morning, announced today it has purchased the following number of its ordinary shares of. So this is funny. They did this last week. I think it was on the 16th. Or are they reporting the one from the 16th? Because this was reported sometime last week that it happened. This was 16, 16. These are all 16th. So in case you guys don't know, Airtel has this plan to buy back a lot of their shares. I think like 100 million or so, and that's what they are currently doing for the past couple of is it weeks now. They've just been buying back their shares, and I think that's pretty interesting. Gary Goo PLC financial statement. Ooh, let's look at their financial statement. If you guys can hear me or cannot hear me, please leave a message here in the chat so I can see that you're watching or you can hear me or cannot hear me. Let's look at Gary Goo's financial statement. This is a lot. This is a lot and it's very choppy. December 31st, share price reporting period 1141. I wonder how much the share price is now. I saw that I recently pulled back. I don't know if it's the $10 effect, but yeah, this is blurry and it's going to take us a while to read, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Also because I'm not invested in, Gary Go at the moment. Funny thing, when I read $10 book and I was just really excited about how hearing about his journey and everything, I decided, you know what, I was going to invest in the things he was investing in by 2026. But then before the year ended, I think it was like 31st or so, um 31st of December 2025, I heard that he had sold a lot of his shares in Gerigo. I think he even sold everything. He exited and, yeah. So since then I didn't buy at all. Presco, notice of closed period. Let's take a look at this one real quick. Notify the Nigerian exchange that the investing public blah 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 meeting of board directors is scheduled to hold on 29th of January. That is next week, not this week. And blah 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 blah. According to prevent all insiders from trading. So they are going to halt trading. Um, the shares have commenced. The close period will be lifted 24 hours after the blah blah blah, and period ended. An audited financial statement. Okay, yeah, we know you cannot trade Presco on that date, so yeah, let's hold off on that for now. Who else announced something interesting recently? This is just for 19, it's just for, let's refresh this page and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the only four things that have been announced or shared recently, so I don't really have a lot going on the disclosure page. I see a message. We can hear you. I can hear you. Good. Perfect. Hi, Temi. And hi, Binge and Gist. I like your channel name, Binge and Gist. Sheesh. Love it. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. Let's check the Nigerian stock market. Let's see what's happening. I have my Cowrywise open already. So I've been using Cowrywise to trade Nigerian stocks because the customer support team, they respond to me faster than some other platforms I know. Invest Niger, I use Invest Niger as well, but the thing with Invest Niger is I think that their brokerage fees are more expensive compared to Cowrywise. It's cheaper to invest in Nigerian stocks with Cowrywise than Invest Niger. Also, with Cowrywise, you can actually see the liquidity in the market, which I think is really cool. This is what my portfolio is looking like this morning. RT Briscoe, I lost 10k here actually. Now it's back up to around 8k. I bought these last week, so there's still a lot of time, um, you know, to watch the stock go up or go down. CI leasing, these guys, I like the stock, and I'm really, really hoping that it's going to keep going up. There's just one company that is not here, but it's in my Invest Niger portfolio. So I'm going to log into Invest Niger real quick and show you guys. The company is TIP, the Initiate PLC. So let me log in. Let me log in real quick and show you guys my Invest Niger portfolio that I have been trying to maintain. I have some long-term um investment here. This is my wallet balance. I'm going to withdraw this money in a bit because I don't plan to use Invest Niger to trade Nigerian stocks anytime soon. And they don't have any particular investment here that really gets my attention again. So let's go to investing. This should be where we will see the stocks. They also listed FGN savings bond recently, but I didn't get in on the FGN savings bond because I was using my money to buy stocks. So that's why I didn't get in on that. This is not loading. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's my network or if it's okay, it's their server, it's the website. So let's check again. It's a 503 error. Yeah, it's not from me. Well, since that is not loading, I am going to make a withdrawal. I'm going to withdraw this 26k. Like I said, I don't really need to have the money here. Enter password to verify withdrawal. Do I have to enter the password for everything? Let's see. Now we've sent a six-digit code to yada yada yada. Wait, where are they? Where's the money being sent to? Did I put my bank account already? I suppose I did. Okay, let's enter the code. One-time password. Mm, I'm seeing your messages in the chat. If you have questions for me, please feel free to ask. You can ask me anything. He says transaction completed successfully. I am not understanding these guys. So where's the money being sent? Let me check my account real quick. Okay, I haven't gotten any notification on my phone, so we're going to wait. Now let's go back to. Ooh, I just got a notification on my GT Bank. So they sent me. I withdrew 26,000 naira, and they sent me 25,000 950 or so. Was that like a charge or something? Anyway, the 26,000 naira transaction was successful. So I just withdrew, as you can see, and they sent me the money. So the withdrawal thing works fast on a weekday. On a weekend, if you try to withdraw, they are going to tell you that you cannot withdraw on a weekend, but you can withdraw on a weekday. I think my wallet has loaded, so let's go back to investments. This freaking page is not loading. This is where I'm supposed to actually see my stocks and how they are doing, but it's not loading. Oh, it has finally loaded a bit, just a tiny bit. This side is still blank. Like I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, yeah. So, TIP. I talked about it. I've talked about it so many times actually on this channel. But TIP is one of the good stocks that I would actually recommend checking out right now. If you're looking at buying Nigerian stocks, the Initiate PLC. I like the stock. I like the sector. Um, they are they do waste management and cleaning, and I think that the only commercial company that does it in Nigeria. So their competitors are like probably still coming up or already dusted. So I like TIP, and I like Zenith Bank. I like Zenith Bank because they have good cash flow. Um, they have really really good cash flow. They have money. To put it in simple terms, Zenith Bank has money. So that's why I would invest in them anytime, any day. I have some shares of Zenith Bank and some shares of TIP. As you can see here, my shares are worth 224,000 naira now, and then my TIP is 184,200. But I don't want to stop buying TIP. Like we can still grow. This particular stock can still go up from 15 naira per share. So what I will do is I'll buy more shares, but I'm not looking to buy more shares here on Invest Niger. Instead, I will go and buy it inside. I'll go and buy it inside Cowrywise. So that's basically what I wanted to show you guys how to withdraw from Invest Niger. I've shown you guys how to do that, and I've also shown you guys my portfolio. So as of today, my portfolio is basically 408,000 naira. So I'm just going to leave it here like this for now, and I'm going to close this page because we don't need it anymore. Then we'll go back to Cowrywise. Let me log back in. While I'm logging in, I'm going to check the chat for questions. Frank said, "Let's go, boss. Let's go." Um, Phil Gary, please, from a beginner, how can I see the ETF I bought on my app, please? It depends on the app. Most apps, ETFs are basically treated like stocks. The same way, or where you will see the stocks you bought is where you will see the ETFs you bought. You get? So you simply just need to go back to the app. If you already bought the ETF and you got a notification that your ETF transaction was successful and everything, you should see it where your stocks are. So please let me know the platform that you got the ETF so that it will be easier for me to help you. But these platforms should also notify you. Now, coming back here, I'm going to buy more shares of TIP, but before I do that, let's go back to invest. There was a transaction I made last week. I tried to do a limit buy on what's the name of the stock? What's the name of the stock? Um, oh my God, my brain is cooked. What's the name of this Nigerian stock? Seplat. So, Seplat is still around 6-7. I tried to I tried to buy when it goes down, but it did not come down to 6.5. I think it will still come down to 6.5. If not today, then maybe Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or something. But again, for the sake of this class, I am going to cancel this order because I want to take some of this money and use it to buy TIP. So I have cancelled the transaction. Let's go to my stash and see if the money is going to be there. Oh, it's here, 76,000. Okay, good. So I have 76K here now. Uh, Somebody just asked a question. Are we buying stock from Bambusa? Well, you can buy stocks from Bamboo. I use it to trade US stocks. I don't use it to trade Nigerian stocks because their Bamboo's support team, they don't respond fast, and Carrywise team responds fast. So I'd rather use Carrywise to trade Nigerian stocks than Bamboo. But for US stocks, you can use Bamboo. Do you buy Nigerian stocks on Bamboo also? No, I haven't bought Nigerian stocks on Bamboo like ever. I tried to at some point. They gave me the CHN number and CSCS number, but I didn't continue with the transaction because I already have like what 5-7 million naira invested in US stocks or that are in US stocks on Bamboo. So I just want to continue using it for US stocks, but not for Nigerian stocks. Then Temi Uh, Temi Temi said, "Is buying ETFs better than buying stocks?" It depends on where you are. If you like risk, buying stocks you know, are more recommended because stocks are usually very volatile. They can go up and down, faster. So you can make more money or lose more money with stocks, but ETFs are relatively safer. So if you're somebody who is a parent or an adult and um and you want to consider doing the whole investing thing, you I mean you have money, you have to pay for your children's school fees and all those other things, right? It's safer to invest in ETFs than to invest in stocks. It's just safer because ETF is a basket of stocks, and if a stock is not doing well in an ETF, the fund manager can remove that stock inside the ETF and replace it with the one that is doing well. That is why the S&P 500 keeps performing well year over year unless something economically bad happens. So buying ETFs is better if you are, you know, you have a family, maybe you're not earning constant salary or you have other things to do with your money. But if you can squeeze out money to buy stocks like every week or every month, you should actually do stocks. Do you hedge with gold or silver? This is a very good question. Everyone should hedge with gold or silver. But where I am right now, it's not something that like I'm doing so many things with money, right? If I buy gold or silver now, I'm supposed to actually leave it there for another 1 year or 6 months or something. Just because gold and silver are going up recently does not mean they will keep going up. At some point, there's going to be a huge correction. And if there's a huge correction, I'll have to hold that asset for a very long time. So if you're looking to invest long term, also do gold and silver, guys. It's good. It's good. But personally, I'm not doing gold and silver at the moment because I'm doing so many things. I'm investing in mutual funds, ETFs, stocks. Like there's just so many things. Nigerian stocks as well. So, and I know be rich man picking. So there's so much I can do with my money in general. What's the best platform for US investment and stocks purchase aside Bamboo? What's your take on RiseVest? This is a good question too. I don't know so many platforms for, you know, US investments at the moment. Um, I don't know so many. I'm going to uh, see if I can. Oh, I can't. I was going to put the chat on screen so I can just reply to you guys one by one. But Bamboo is doing okay. The only problem with Bamboo right now is their support. Um, Rise Vest. I think that Rise Vest is cool. Um, I think that I honestly think that Rise Vest is cool, but I haven't used Rise. It's funny. I have a friend who works at Rise Vest, but I haven't used Rise Vest. There's so many platforms, guys. So I haven't really used RiseVest for these things. But I think that RiseVest is cool as well. I know that they have the SEC license and everything. I don't know if they are a direct broker that connects to the NGX or if they are partnering with another platform. Please do your research on that. But yeah, if I'm going to start using RiseVest to trade, I will do my research. Is it advisable to buy Nigerian stock on Bamboo? You can buy Nigerian stock on Bamboo. My only fear is that, again, the support team might not respond to you on time when you have issues. But there, I know a lot of people who are consulting me that actually use Bamboo to already trade Nigerian stocks. So it's fine. It's okay. I think do you have a video on how to buy ETF? Yes, I do have a video. We actually had an entire class on this whole ETF thing. So please check it out. On this same channel, check my videos, the recent videos I made, not short videos. Um, Scroll all the way down, you see intro to ETF. It was like a 1 hour class on ETF investing. I taught the whole thing, so check it out. Timmy Tokwe said, where can we buy ETFs? Anywhere you can buy stocks. Anywhere you can buy stocks, really. You should be able to find, and I'm talking about these US platforms, by the way. If it's Nigerian ETFs, there are some platforms you can find Nigerian ETFs. There are some you can't find, but I don't use a lot of Nigerian platforms to trade Nigerian stocks. What does it mean to hedge with gold and silver? And how can we get it? Hedging basically means you are you're already investing in so many things, but gold and silver are safe. Keeping your money in a savings account is safe. So hedging basically means instead of keeping the money in a savings account, instead of buying stocks with the money, you just buy gold and silver and hold it for a very long time, because long term, gold and silver historically appreciates, because as the world is going to shit, as people are bombing each other and fighting each other, people are removing their money from stock markets, from companies that they invested in, and they are investing it in long term assets like gold and silver. Gold and silver are, you know, these are basically like metals and materials that have been around for a very long time. So it's safe to keep your money you know, in gold and silver, or buy assets that are pegged to gold and silver. How can we get it? How you can pretty much get it is, buy a physical gold or buy GLD, or basically any way you can buy gold related or silver related stocks or buy physical gold. Just there are so many ways. There are so many ways. Just Google Nigerian gold stocks. You see them. Google US gold stocks. You see a list of them. So I have no more questions on my screen, so I'm going to continue with the live session. If you can still hear me, please give me a like here. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat, or just like this, so I know that you can see and hear me. Um, I will continue. So, like I said, I am going to buy more TIP, the Initiate PLC. This is not investment advice. It's just like a personal thing for me. Like, I like the company and where they are right now, so I'm going to check for them. This is TIP. It's already what? It's already 9% up. Is this like today? It's already 9% up today. Interesting. Do I want to buy now? Hell yeah, I do want to buy. The liquidity rating is also good, as you can see here. Um, they have a decent liquidity. If it's like 2 or 1, I will not buy it. But liquidity rating is 4. There are plenty people that are selling their shares. There are plenty buyers also waiting to buy, so that's good. Let's go back to the volume. That's another thing I trade with. I don't trade without volume. As you can see here, there's decent volume. And 1 second, guys, let me check real quick. Let me check the messages real quick. and then we'll continue. So yeah, volume is very very important. Total trade volume 4.59 million. um I think that, okay, yeah, this is the amount in naira. Okay, 72 million naira. This is like really decent volume. This is the average price, previous close price, current price 1650, 1640. Okay, I know that it's going to keep going up and down because the market is currently open, but I want to buy some of these and then maybe sell like after like 3 months or 1 month or something. This is like really, really short term. I think that these guys are going to do well. Don't forget, I have thousands of shares of these TIP inside my Invest Niger portfolio already. So this one are just short term. So what will I do now? I'm going to buy some shares. I'm going to spend around uh let's do 40,000 naira. So let's do 2,000 shares is 32,000 naira. So let's do like 3,000 shares. That's 49k. About 2,500 shares. 41k. This is fine. So I'm going to go to buy now. Ooh, this that I just made a mistake. And I'm glad the transaction has not happened. The mistake I made is you need to check again, you need to go to the liquidity rating. You do not buy now. You use limit buy. You go to the liquidity rating, see how much people are selling for. There are obviously people selling for 1640 at the moment. So I want to buy as cheap as I can. Because you want to buy as cheap as you can, you want to make sure that, you know, the price is set to the cheapest. So this is 16.4. Again, if you go to liquidity, you see the cheapest. Ooh, somebody wants to sell for 1620. Yes, that is even cheaper. Beautiful. I feel like more people will even sell for cheaper, but this person is selling for 1620. Or these people, it might not just be one person, it's just like an order in the market. And it's currently 1640. So I'm about to buy cheaper. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to do 1620 because there are people looking to sell around that, that margin. Number of shares 2,500. Uh, Good till end of the day. Basically, I want to set it till the end of the day. If he finds, people that are selling for that amount, he should execute. Mm. God, I'm so greedy. I want to go back and see again if somebody is selling cheaper. Okay, no one is selling cheaper. It's just 1620. And buyers are even waiting to buy around 15 and 13. Jesus. So, uh, whenever I see buyers just waiting to even buy way cheaper, I feel like they know something I don't know, that they are hoping that it's going to go lower or something. So let's do 2,500, but I'll do 1620. Good till end of the day. Basically, if the order does not execute at the end of the market today, you should cancel it and just reverse the money to my wallet. So I'm going to click on buy now. This is basically me using limit order. So estimated amount is actually 40,000 naira, and then the fees, brokerage fees, SEC fees, VAT. This is why you use limit buy. This is why you always want to use limit buy, because it's cheaper. So now it's asking me if I want to use bank transfer or if I want to use money from my stash. I have money in my stash, which is my wallet. I'm going to use it to pay. It says order in progress. I feel like it's going to execute soon, but let's wait. Let's wait. It says pending, so it's still executing. Um, Overall return. I feel like it has executed, because why am I seeing red here all of a sudden? Kilo shell, kilo pop, kilo pop. Okay, you know what? Let's refresh this page. Let's go back to my holdings. Go to invest. Go to NG stocks. Oh, it has executed. As you can see, TIP is now here. So yeah, I just bought the stock. Again, it's okay if you buy a stock and it goes red immediately. It happens. How long do I plan to hold this for? Just a few weeks or months, and then I'll sell. Again, I already have it bought a lot in my Invest Niger account. That's about like a long term thing. But this one I'm going to sell in the coming weeks or months. So let's take some questions real quick. Please, what's your take on stock buying and selling from Nigerian brokerage firms? I heard they now have online platforms. That's literally what we are doing at the moment. This carry-wise is pegged to this thing. Is pegged to Mary Stem. Carry-wise is pegged to Mary Stem. Um, Invest Niger is owned by these guys. Invest Niger is owned by Chapel Hill Dunham. That Chapel Hill Dunham is like the second largest this thing Nigerian brokerage this thing. Like people go there to buy stocks and a bunch of other things. They have an app which is Invest Niger. Afri Invest as well is a Nigerian broker. They have an app as well. So my take on it is just go ahead, do your research, pick the one you want to use, and just go ahead and do it. That is exactly what we're doing right now. These are all apps that are pegged to directly to the Nigerian market or pegged directly to companies that are stockbrokers in Nigerian market. These are their apps, pretty much. So Carrywise is a sub broker. Carrywise is basically a sub broker for uh for Meristem. Bamboo uses Lambert Capital, which is also a Nigerian stock brokerage platform as well. So instead of buying from them directly, you want to trade through an app, buy and sell and everything. You can use any of these apps. How about the new brokerage recapitalization SEC announced? I think we should be careful of the apps we use now, right? Yes, you should. You should actually. I think the big guys are going to be able to meet that recapitalization target, but I don't think you should panic about it now because the deadline for this thing is 2027. It's like June 2027 or so. So don't panic too much about it. But yes, I agree with you, Lumide. Oh, I know you. You're one of your in our community. Hi, Lumide. Yes, you're right. The recapitalization stuff uh is still very fresh in a sense, and I think these big guys are going to meet that amount. I think that people that should be worried are like these new platforms that are just coming up or that haven't been in the game for a very long time. But a lot of these other platforms, they have the money, to meet that recapitalization. So I would say don't worry about it for now. And also, of course, check the news. Check the news, uh, check the disclosure page, check news about the NGX as well. Read Nairametrics. I'm also going to share more information I find on these things. So, but yeah, just keep an eye out. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I honestly do not think it's going to be an issue for a lot of these big guys, to be honest. But again, we'll see. We'll see. Let's just give it time. Let's not stress about these things for now. Then I saw something on the disclosure page. Oh, Cadbury is having a board meeting, most likely later this month. I don't need to open it, but let's take a look at it. So I have to go now. I have to leave in like 3 minutes. Do you guys have any more questions for me? What's your take on buying the same set of stocks frequently with regards to the bullish and bearish market trends? That's completely fine. I bought Uber multiple times last year. Uber is my 2025 stock of the year personally because I knew they were going to do well. I knew they had a lot of partnerships, so I just kept buying. Before then, 2024, my stock of the year was Palantir. From the VIP group, we made a lot of money in the VIP group from Palantir, so yeah. You can buy multiple. You don't have to buy plenty stocks unless you want to be like me who trades like every week. I did like 53 stocks last year, but there are people who are even doing better than me in the market because they own only 10 stocks, and these are 10 stocks that I recommended. So, um, you can buy. If it pulls back, you buy. I don't use all the money in my portfolio. As you guys already know, I have mentioned that so many times. I just bought TIP. But if you go to my stash, you see I still have 35,000 naira. I do not use all the money in my portfolio to invest because if a stock pulls back and I think it's a good stock, I might just buy more to average, average down. So yeah, you can buy more. You can just keep buying more. Um, how about the new? Okay, we've talked about the new recapitalization thing. Yeah, bro, we speak with you soon. Yes, yes, please. If you need to meet with me, just schedule it on my calendar. You're like VIP to me, so no worries, man. No worries. Um, but that's it. Do you guys have any more questions for me? Am I missing something before I go? I have 2 more minutes left on this call because I have to go do some work stuff. I have a 9 to 5, so I have to go conduct some interviews and do a bunch of other things. I only took a break from work to look at the stock market and see what's happening today in the Nigerian stock market. But there aren't a lot. There are companies just announcing, the whole board meeting thing, earnings as well. Airtel is buying. I thought about buying Airtel last night, but then when I went to the investment page, let me see let me see again. When I went to the investment page, there were no sellers for Airtel, so it's like you can't even buy Airtel shares right now. Let's go back to liquidity. Liquidity is like 1.0, like nobody is selling. So if I try to buy the stock now, it will not execute. That is sad, but yeah, it is what it is. A lot of buyers are just waiting to buy Airtel, but no sellers. So people are just setting limit orders and just waiting for something to happen. Even Airtel is buying back their own shares. So it's a good thing that they are buying back, but then that liquidity problem is still there. And because there's a liquidity problem, I mean, there's really nothing we can do about it. So we're going to stop here for today. If you guys have questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me on the WhatsApp chat, on personally on WhatsApp or something, or just leave a comment under this video and I will take a look at it. I hope to do more live sessions like this in the mornings on a weekday to just talk about how the market is doing and everything. Obviously, it's not going to be every morning, but I hope to do this more often. And if you want to just stay in touch with updates and everything, turn on notifications for this channel. And yeah, let's get to it. It says, do you have a video on how to buy limit on bamboo? Not specifically. Do I limit buy on bamboo? Not specifically. I did for pre-market, which is also limit buy, but eh, I will make a video on that. Also, sir, what do you think about Jais Bank? So my time is up. Um, my time is up, so I will not be able to just give you a breakdown of Jais Bank and everything. Off the top of my head, I think they've been doing well in recent months, but again, I have to jump out now. If you guys have more questions, leave it under the comments, and then when we're meeting again, we can discuss these investments and what stocks to buy and everything. Nobody asked earlier, so I didn't think to do the whole analysis thing. But again, I'm going to have this session more and more, and then we can pretty much discuss these things. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate your time as always. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Have an amazing